Welcome back to the Crypto's Key Conversation. In today's video, we're just going to take a quick look at a couple different tweet threads from James K. Filan, Johnny Deaton, Jeremy Hogan had chimed in, and a quick update from Sheesh on his status in regards to working with Ripple. And then we're going to take a quick look at Watcher Guru's little breaking update with Terra Luna and Do Kwon, and then CoinDesk's article kind of following up what's going on. But I just want to quickly jump into the content because I got some stuff that I got to take care of. So looking at CoinGecko, we're currently sitting at a $1.28 trillion market cap, currently down 0.9% for a 24-hour period. Bitcoin sitting at 30,038, Ethereum sitting at 1786, XRP sitting at 40 cents. Let's see if we have any big gainers here in the 24-hour period. Terra Luna Classics up 51.9%. Speaking of Luna, Helium's up almost 10%, VeChain 5.4, Chainlink 4.2. If we come over here to the Bitcoin Fear Greed Index, we're sitting at 11. We were just at 17 yesterday. Now we're back down 6 points. So obviously we've been in this extreme fear range for some time. We talk about it every video. Still a lot of market uncertainty, a lot of turmoil that's not just present in our markets, but all markets around the world. So definitely we're not immune to it when it comes to the crypto space. Coming over here, we're going to start with James K. Filan. He tends to update us on what's going on, with the legal documents in regards to the litigation with the Ripple versus SC case. He says the court denies SC's motion to seal and orders it to file by June 14th a redacted version of the brief and exhibits under seal, redacting information, quote, only to the extent necessary to safeguard information sought to be filed under seal. He continues saying the court also orders that by June 14, 2022, the SEC shall file a letter explaining its proposed redactions and specifying which exhibits it seeks to seal. Essentially, the court agreed with Ripple and said that the SEC was trying to seal more than necessary. And then Jeremy Hogan goes, Judge Torres does not mess around. XRP Crypto says the court is finally seeing through the SEC's BS. Yeah, I completely agree. Johnny Deaton says something too. His from Crypto Law US, he's saying, where's it at right here? Ruling from Judge Torres ordering SEC to file redacted opposition brief and exhibits to Johnny Deaton's request to file amicus brief on expert testimony. Judge Torres ordered the SEC to file the redaction by June 14th and also file a letter explaining the redactions, reminding they can only be approved if they are, quote, narrowly tailored, using Ripple's exact language in its letter filed earlier today opposing the seal. So coming over here, if we come back, Johnny Deaton says, didn't take Judge Torres long to respond after receiving Ripple's reply. And then James Rule XRP, so you're saying there's a chance. James K. Filan has another update here. It says the Ripple defendants have filed their response to the SEC's motion to seal its opposition to the amici request to participate in Daubert hearing. The SEC's motion to seal the amici response and the Ripple's defendants response are below. So you can click in here. You can kind of come in here and check out the tweet thread and the documents here if you'd like. You could have paused the video, but just kind of come in here and see kind of what's going on. Fred Rispoli has commented as well. He says, based on Ripple's response, this now seems like just another delay tactic from SEC as opposed to, quote, witness safety concerns, and also an attempt by it to get Judge Torres to, quote, prejudge that Johnny Deaton cannot file a reply motion, which had already addressed in yesterday's filing. And a dumb mistake by SEC not to explain purpose for Ripple before filing. Ripple would clearly and did tell the court that SEC refused to disclose its basis for sealing requests. I believe Tuesday hearing was a turning point where both judges now mistrust everything that comes out of the SEC's mouth. I mean, let's just hope that's the case. Jeremy Hogan's responding to the James K. Filan's update in regards of the Ripple defendants have filing their response to the SEC's motion to seal. He says, per Ripple's reply letter, we can get an idea of what is happening here. I'm assuming here, there were hostile communications made to the SEC's expert witness, or perhaps just hostile online comments, and the SEC doesn't want the expert's physical address disclosed. He continues, Ripple is arguing that only one document exposes the expert's address, and only that one document needs to be sealed. P.S. If you communicate with the attorneys, judges, parties, or experts in a case, you are not helping. Trust the process, as frustrating as it is. I mean, I'm going to say that one more time. If you're communicating with the attorneys, judges, parties, or experts in the case, you are not helping. Trust the process, as frustrating as it is. So absolutely, don't take it in our, matters in our own hand, depending on, no matter how frustrated we are. I mean, I'm frustrated. I know if all the entire XRP army, XRP community is frustrated, based on what's going on. But it's like, let Johnny Deaton, people that have legal background that are part of what's going on, they know what's going on, let them handle what's going on within this litigation. XRP Crypto says, I think the SEC is lying as usual to try and steal all documents. I don't think anyone from the XRP community is dumb enough to threaten an SEC expert witness. Yes and no. I tend to agree with XRP Crypto Wolf, but I mean, you don't know. I mean, people could literally be at wit's end in regards of, they've lost everything, or, they needed this, and, they needed the money that was coming out of their investment in XRP or Ripple or whatever the case is, and they could just be at like, that breaking point. So who knows? Continuing on here, Johnny Deaton's responding to Stefan Huber here. Stefan Huber says, the fact that the SEC doesn't want that this analysis of XRP in the Division of Corporate Finance for the Enforcement Division is public says everything. The SEC lost its case long ago. So Johnny Deaton says, the most important part is that there was no recommendation for enforcement after the legal analysis of XRP was written on June 13, 2018. If XRP wasn't clearly a security in 2018, it certainly didn't transform into one after XRP, and the XRPL became even more decentralized. Johnny Deaton continues, says, what happened in the 2.5 years after the memo that caused the SEC to claim all XRP, including XRP traded in the secondary market, independent of Ripple, all securities? One River bets $1 billion on BTC and ETH in October 2020 is one thing. Oh, and this. You're talking about consensus acquired quorum. So we've all, if you've been following this channel, we've been covering this. There's been a bunch of videos that went out, especially from Digital Asset Investor, covering kind of consensus, acquiring quorum, and the JPM coin, and just all the shenanigans from ETHgate scandal, from the Ethereum free pass to trying to create a monopoly and so on. So we all know about all this stuff, and it's quite evident that these closed door behind closed door meetings and secret deals and disguised wells, it's all part of it. And I just hope that we get the information necessary to get justice for, all parties involved, which, quite honestly, I highly doubt, but at the end of the day, what do we want out of this? We want regulatory clarity for, Ripple and XRP. We want regulatory clarity for the entire crypto industry in general, so the space can flourish. So, you don't have the SEC or parties involved within the scandal, picking winners and losers. Continuing on here, he's responding to Johnny Deaton's responding to Jake Travinsky here. Says, Jake Travinsky says, quote, I was looking down the pipeline at the type of cases the SEC is going to bring and not seeing a path toward victory on the SEC side. So Johnny Deaton says, translation, the SEC intends to bring cases against digital asset exchanges for selling securities, but won't identify which of those digital assets are securities. Or Gensler says everything except BTC is a security and wants us to try and prove it. So I quit. Moving on, I want to congratulate Sheesh on all his successes in his 9 years being a part of Ripple. He says, after 9 amazing years, I've decided to wrap up my day job at Ripple. Luckily, I'm not going far as I joined the board of directors, where I'll continue to provide input on company vision and strategy. And I haven't decided what's next, but plan to continue building in crypto. So Sheesh building crypto products since 2013. Ripple angel investor. What was that? Amunch or Imchi alumni, Wharton alumni. Love crypto, chocolate chip cookies, and music. Make sure you show Sheesh some love here. I'm gonna. I don't know why I'm not following him on this account. But yeah, I want to congratulate Sheesh for all his success, and you can come down here and check out his tweet there. It's kind of cool reading through and kind of seeing his memories there. It's kind of cool. Continuing on here, Watcher Guru says, breaking, Terra employees reportedly confirmed to the SEC that Do Kwon cashed out $80 million a month prior to Luna and UST crash. And then James Rule XRP says, I bet Novogratz was holding his hand when he did it. Digital Asset Investor tends to torch Mike Novogratz as well, where he goes, I bet dimes to donuts. And then Digital Asset Investor literally quotes Mike Novogratz in regards of whatever he's involved in, and he goes, I wonder if Mike Novogratz bets dimes to donuts. So I just love that people call out individuals like this that clearly have inside information, that have in a sense pretty much taking advantage of their status or that information that they have and capitalize on it, while us retail investors tend to buy their bags or they dump their bags on us, and we kind of just are, you know, left holding nothing. And so I think it's quite evident that when it comes to this Terra, you know, Terra Luna and the UST, you know, depegging and the crash and just the shadiness, more of this stuff is going to surface. So just like I told you, we're going to keep kind of keeping up to date of what comes out with this story as it unfolds. But continuing on here, CoinDesk says, SEC investigating company behind Terra USD stablecoin report. The digital currency collapsed in dramatic fashion last month, functionally losing all of its value. It says U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is looking to whether Terraform Labs, the Singapore-registered firm that created the Terra USD or UST stablecoin and Luna token, violated U.S. laws regarding how it marketed the crypto coins. Bloomberg reported Thursday, citing a person familiar with the matter. Terra and Luna functionally lost all of their value last month. Terraform tried relaunching Luna, creating a new token and rebranding the original to Luna Classic. So we were just seeing that Luna was up 50, Luna Classic, so LUNC, 51.9% in a 24-hour period. According to Bloomberg, members of the SEC Division of Enforcement are investigating whether investors' protection rules were broken through the Terraform's marketing of the tokens. The agency was already investing Terraform founder Do Kwon in connection with his role in building the Mirror protocol, which allows users to trade tokens representing synthetic stocks. Terraform Labs did not immediately return CoinDesk's request for a comment. Do Kwon told Bloomberg that he was not aware of any SEC probes in UST and had not heard from the agency. So obviously, CoinDesk is a media platform putting out information. Who knows what all their sources are? I'm just curious to see how this thing unfolds in regards of, you know, what's the next, you know, the next step, whether it's, you know, litigation or next piece of information that comes out when it comes to this Terra, Luna, and UST tragedy that hit the market. But with all that being said, that's kind of the update with the Ripple versus SC stuff. Some update from, you know, Do Kwon and the Terra Luna Foundation and the UST collapse. We're going to continue to bring you great content, you know, on, you know, relevant topics that's going on in the entire crypto space, especially when it comes to the Ripple versus SC stuff. You know, I really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. This channel is growing. We recently went over 130 subscribers, which is extremely awesome. I'm so grateful for that. I'm excited to see where this channel goes. We're going to keep bringing you content. I want you to come over to Twitter as well and follow us at CryptoIsKey1. We get a lot of our information there in regards of kind of, you know, upcoming topics that we're going to discuss in our Crypto is Key conversation. So make sure you go follow us there. With all that being said, stay strong out there. Be safe.